change it. We'll change it in post. I'm just gonna say SunnySide. Thanks for tuning in to SunnySide, brought to you by Desert Octane. Make sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Today, we're going to be trolling around Gilbert in a 2013 Dodge Dart Mopar Edition, which, as we all know, is basically a poor man's neon SRT4. This one, though, has been customized with a wide body and a big-ass wing and an intercooler way up front. So we're going to go ahead and see if this thing holds up, and God hoping, we're going to assign it a rating. Dodge Dart Mopar Edition. Now, this is how I imagine an SRT4 is in my dreams. It's really loud and it's got like pull once boost comes on. Problem is, it takes a minute for boost to come on. Now, this specific one we're driving, it has, as you can see from the shots, it has a wide body on it. The wheels are way the f out, so it's got a nice big track on it. And for performance, it has a ported throttle body, it has a cold air intake, it's got like heat wrap all over the intercooler piping, it has an aftermarket intercooler piping, it has an aftermarket intercooler, it has a straight exhaust, it has a lot of stuff. Did I catch everything? Now, even with all that stuff, it still pulls, you can still hear the turbo, you can still hear the blow-off valve, so this is a really brash and aggressive vehicle. And it handles really well. It's got coilovers too. Now this car though is domesticated in the sense of if you're outside the power band at all, this motherfucker does not want to drive anywhere. It really wants you to like get up into the RPM range before you shift. Because if you shift any lower than like 3,000 or 4,000 RPMs, it just starts dogging you. Handling is spectacular. I mean, you turn it goes, it sticks. You can take a turn going about 30. We're talking a big sharp hairpin and it'll still stick. Our Grand's front wheel drive, so you know, weight transfer is a little bit off. But we compensate that with the gigantic wing on the back. Which I don't know if it even really works. I mean, it looks like it works. I could probably eat my breakfast off of it. Now, if I was 16 in high school with this car, I'd be such a 2013 Dodge Dart. The official motto of Chrysler is, we've run out of ideas. Here's a car for the 60s for today. 2013 Dodge Dart. The Frankenstein of cars. Why, you ask? Well, it's a nameplate in the 60s, driven by an Italian Fiat motor, riding on a Alfa Romeo chassis, and Chrysler quality. I mean, don't get me wrong, this thing still pulls. So the Mopar Edition was a special package you could get with the Dodge Dart New. And if this nameplate on the dash is telling me anything, he only made about 500 of them. This is number 330. Now, the Mopar Edition came with slightly upgraded internals for the motor, upgraded suspension, special exhaust, but the real beauty of the Mopar package was the interior, where they have blue leather vinyl, I would say. I don't know if this is leather or vinyl or not, but it feels like, you know, Chrysler build quality, but it still has a really nice aesthetic to it. It's trying to stick to the like the plastic dip on this car. It's a black paint job with a blue vinyl stripe going on a little offset down the center, which, I mean, that actually looks really nice too. Did I bottom out back there?
No, that was just the wheels hitting the fenders.
Oh, okay. Surprised we don't spin out every time we do that.
It's that wing.
It's that wang. So we've driven this thing, we've beaten the shit out of it around town, and I feel like, now that I found my shades, I'm comfortable enough to assign this thing a rating. As an enthusiast car, this comes out to a 1. Granted, the example we're driving is easily a 2 because of the modifications that's been made, but in its stock form, this is a 1. The turbo's real small, the car really takes a little bit to get going, and it feels like it wants you to beat the shit out of it the whole time you're driving it. It comes in at a 1. For a green driver, this actually gets surprisingly good MPG, due to its small turbo and its economical fuel economy, timing, etc. Comes out to a 2. For a first-time driver, this comes in at a 3. It is a very safe and dependable car. If you don't do any modifications to it, it's not really going to be that fast, even though it makes you think it's going to be fast. For a daily, because this is a stick, this comes in at a 2. And us here at SunnySide Auto Car Reviews, we do believe that a stick is never going to be a 3 for a daily car. So this comes in at a 2. It's dependable. It's going to get you where you need to go. Sometimes you'll have some fun on the windy roads. However, you know, not that much. Going back to the enthusiast rating, it's going to be a 1. But yeah, daily, 3. So we'll go ahead and see you next time. Just sneaking up on by you with their car review. And make sure you like us, follow us, leave a comment, smash the bell, and I'll see you on the next time.